Mental health or tuning into other dimensions?
Imagine a future where the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, doesn't just define mental health conditions based on biology and psychology. Imagine a 7th edition where we've expanded our understanding of the mind to include phenomena we barely comprehend today. Quantum psychoses, dimensional dissonance, or entanglement syndromes.
What if mental health is the key to other realities?
Quantum psychosis, for example, might describe a condition where the mind becomes unmoored from a single timeline, tuning into alternate realities or parallel dimensions. Those who experience it could report memories that don't align with the present world, seeing things that exist elsewhere, or feeling out of sync with time itself.
Reality, glitches, and the hidden universe of the mind.
Dimensional dissonance, a condition where individuals feel an overwhelming sense of disconnection from this reality because they are tuned in to overlapping dimensions. This might explain feelings of derealization or depersonalization, not as a dysfunction of the brain, but as a heightened sensitivity to the quantum fabric of existence.
Have you ever felt it? That creeping sensation that something is off, like reality isn't quite real, or maybe it's not the whole story.
And then there's entanglement syndrome, a phenomenon where two or more minds become quantumly entangled, sharing thoughts, emotions, or even memories across great distances. Have you ever thought of someone only for them to call you moments later? Or felt a connection to a stranger you've never met? Maybe, just maybe, these aren't coincidences, but quantum entanglements.
You're sitting in a room and everything looks normal. But for a moment, just a moment, you feel it. A shift, a crack, a ripple. You wonder, am I imagining this? Or is reality itself glitching?
What if those fleeting feelings of unease, the glitches in your perception, weren't just your imagination? What if they were glimpses into something greater, or perhaps something deeper within yourself?
What is this feeling? Why do I feel like something's watching me when there's no one there? Why did I think of my friends seconds before they called me? Why does that song I've never heard before feel like it's part of my memories?
If the DSM-7 included such conditions, it would mark a profound shift in how we understand mental health, not as mere malfunctions, but as windows into hidden layers of reality. Instead of dismissing these experiences, we could study them, embrace them, and reframe them as a deeper connection to the universe's mysteries.
You might brush it off as coincidence or paranoia. But what if it's neither? What if it's a glitch? A brief moment when your mind is tuning in to something greater? For most of us, reality feels solid, a shared experience we all take for granted. But what if I told you that your mind doesn't just observe reality? It creates it. It filters, processes, and sometimes distorts it. Mental health is often framed as a breakdown of that process, a glitch in the system. Conditions like derealization, psychosis, or hallucinations can make the world feel strange, unreal, or disconnected. Have you ever felt déjà vu so strong you were convinced it wasn't just a memory, but a rerun? Have you ever thought of someone only to have them appear moments later? Or felt the world shift around you, like a scene in a movie cut too quickly? Could it be that what we now call psychosis, derealization, or hallucination is not an illness, but an unintentional tuning into the quantum world? What if the future of mental health lies not in suppressing these experiences, but in understanding and stabilizing them?
Science says these are tricks of the brain, neurons misfiring, creating illusions, trying to make sense of randomness. But what if these so-called glitches aren't just errors in your brain? What if they're cracks in the curtain of perception, letting you see beyond the limits of ordinary reality? But what if science isn't telling the whole story? What if those fleeting moments of wrongness are cracks in the veil of reality? A chance to glimpse something far beyond what we think is possible.
At the smallest scales, the universe operates by a different set of rules, quantum mechanics. Here, particles exist in two places at once, entangled across unimaginable distances and vibrating in ways that defy logic. Could the strange feelings we experience, déjà vu, sudden insights, or inexplicable connections, be tied to these quantum phenomena? You know that feeling. You're alone, but you're not. Every nerve in your body is telling you something's there, even if your eyes see nothing. Science says this is hypervigilance, your brain on high alert. But what if it's not? What if, just for a moment, you were sensing a presence in another dimension, brushing up against yours?
Take quantum entanglement, for instance. When two particles are linked, a change in one instantly affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. Imagine if thoughts could work the same way, entangled across space, time, or even dimensions. Why do we dismiss these feelings? Is it easier to believe our minds are broken than to accept that reality might be far stranger than we ever imagined?
Could these be accidental thought entanglements? Brief moments where our consciousness brushes against the fabric of the universe itself.
Maybe it's not an either-or. Maybe your mind isn't broken, it's tuning into vibrations, resonances, or quantum waves that ripple just below the surface of what we call real. Some call them glitches, déjà vu, the Mandela effect, paranormal events, moments that make you question whether reality itself is breaking down. In the Matrix films, these glitches are clues that the world isn't real, that it's a simulation. Do you ever get the feeling that we're just missing something? Like, there's more to the world than we can see, but we don't know how to look for it? Yeah, like when you feel déjà vu, or when you know someone's going to say something before they do. It's like we're picking up on signals from somewhere else.
But in our world, what if these phenomena are signs of something else? Perhaps stray quantum fluctuations ripple through the universe, creating distortions in our perception. Or maybe our minds sometimes tune into other dimensions, peeling back the curtain to reveal parallel realities.
For centuries, society has stigmatized mental health experiences, labeling them as malfunctions, disorders, or even madness. But what if we're looking at it all wrong? Reality, mental health, dimensions, they might not be as separate as we think. Maybe, just maybe, the universe is thinking, and we're hearing whispers of its thoughts. The question is, are you ready to listen? Many ancient cultures believed that altered states of consciousness were gifts, connections to the divine, to other realms, or to hidden truths. Could it be that what we call mental health issues are, in some cases, extraordinary sensitivities to the quantum and metaphysical layers of reality?
What if the voices, the visions, the feelings of being out of sync with reality weren't malfunctions but whispers from the universe itself?
Whether these experiences stem from mental health or from glimpsing beyond, the question remains: how can we stabilize this connection? How do we anchor ourselves while exploring the unknown? Practice mindfulness. Ground yourself in the present moment while remaining open to new experiences. Record your thoughts and feelings in a journal. Patterns might emerge, revealing insights about your inner world or the universe itself. Seek community. Whether through mental health support or spiritual exploration, connection can provide clarity and balance.
What if the universe is alive, constantly thinking, creating, and evolving? Its thoughts might ripple through quantum fields, manifesting as vibrations, waves, and energy. Could we, in our moments of clarity or struggle, be tuning into the universe's thoughts?
Einstein said that energy and mass are interchangeable, and everything we know exists as vibrating energy. Maybe when we feel reality is off, it's because we're resonating with these vibrations, syncing with the universe in ways we don't fully understand.
So is it mental health? Or is it something more? A window into dimensions? A doorway to universal truths? Maybe it's both. Maybe the mind and the universe aren't separate at all. Perhaps your thoughts, your struggles and your triumphs are just reflections of a greater cosmic dance. When reality feels wrong, maybe it's just showing you more than you were ever meant to see. What do you think? Should mental health evolve to include the unexplained? Are these experiences glitches in the mind, or glimpses into something greater? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. Is reality broken, or are you seeing the truth? Share your story below.